This is the waterfront park in Neew Denver here with their Remembrance Day cenotaph. But before we get into any more exploring, I have to eat. So I'll just make one of Brent's vegetarian sandwiches with cheese. Bon appetit. My favorite sandwich. I don't even like meat. Amazing how many of these truck trailers are going through here. Denver was founded in 1892. It had people in here like 1890, 91. And they called it, well, I figured it was something Creek, the Creek name that goes through here. Then they changed the name to something else, and then they went to El Dorado. And El Dorado was the secret gold city, the big gold city in, I believe, in California, but they all came here for mining because they figured they're all going to get rich. When it got incorporated in 1892, they had found a big silver mine called Sandon just north of here. I might take a drive up there. And it was one of the biggest silver mines that they've ever found, explorations. And hence, this is Neew Denver, because Denver, Colorado was the previous silver capital of the world type of thing. You know, back in the 1800s and 1900s, right? The lake, the looks of it, was quite popular back in the day. And this is the doctor's house and his boat building platform. They rescued this thing. Oh, look at this. Crazy, eh? And they rebuilt it. Look at this. Could you imagine cruising this down the lake? Huh? Yeah, this one-cylinder motor it used to run on. Oh, the simplicity of things back in the day. So this is the same boat those two lovely ladies are on. Here's a better look at this motor. Look at this thing. Oh, look at that. The Hornet two-man chainsaw. You just gotta love stepping back in time, checking out the history of some of these smaller little towns. Are you guys familiar with this brand? Because this is the original store in beautiful downtown Neew Denver. So that, my friends, is a little history and a little walkabout in one of my favorite little towns, Neew Denver, British Columbia, in the SLOCAN Valley on the SLOCAN Lake. That's right, the biggest silver rush of the 19th century. Sandon, where we're going to head up to, 29 hotels, 28 saloons, 2 breweries, 2 railways, 8,000 people, and 40 brothels. And us, me and the dude. There's something else I'm going to keep a secret till we get up there. As you can see, it's starting to rain out, and it's not bad. West Coast, that's what this place reminds me of. Maybe that's why I fell in love with it. Like, it's so green and lush. Stay here, bud. And mountainous, eh? That kind of reminds me of the West Coast. But we walked by this house earlier, and I didn't really notice on the side was the community place it was. The food bank and the donation store. Well, it looks like people in this town have pretty big hearts too. So we're gonna make our way back to the Schoolie. I got a mosquito bite right here. Ouch. And get some fuel. I'm gonna go up to Sandon and show you guys some cool stuff. This place has everything. I was looking at a place, I can't remember where it was. I think it's this building here. I trying to remember how much it was. It was like 5 or 6 years ago, and I'm pretty sure it was less than $250,000 for that. And that was a restaurant, a store, and rooms upstairs to rent out for like under, I'm pretty sure it was around $200,000, $199. I can't quite remember. I was like, oh my God, this is the place to be. I see the prices have gone up, as they have everywhere, but let's hit the road and take you to one last cool place before we end this video. We'll do a little walkabout, okay? Let's get out of here. So as you can see, there's still mining of some sort going on up here. This is the Klondike Silver Corporation, and they're doing something down here. Just so I don't spoil the surprise, you get to look at my ugly mug as we're pulling into the Sandon Historical Society Museum. It's in the big brick building. Check this out. Pretty cool, eh? It's an electric bus. And you see where street it's on? That's right, Hastings Street, Vancouver. The guy that has this place and turned it into a historical site, ghost town of sorts, purchased that bus, as well as a few more. Broadway to Oak, the Sandon electric trolley car collection. He had an idea. I met him here years ago when I drove through and stopped and talked to him. There's got to be 24 of them here. Ready? This is cool. And what's a trip up to Sandon without stopping in to see Canada's oldest powerhouse museum. Over here is the backup compressor and the actual generator. And this was like their tool shed. It was so amazing, all this stuff they had in there. And this is the actual compressor installed in 1897 that supplied air for all the pneumatic tools and for the miners down below in the shafts. I love how they have all the tools hung up so nice and neat. Check out this view out your office window. It's amazing. And this little tool down here in the center of the screen is called a governor, which helps regulate the speed of the compressor. And look at the size of this monster. This is the generator. And the tubes in the back are to help divert the water. What's your name?
Radimir.
Radimir is my tour guide for the good old Sandon power mill. Radimir is the grandson of the owner of Sandon, which is a society museum place that everybody should come and see. We're just checking out the grounds here, and we're going to make our way over to the museum. Come on, let's go. It's amazing what you can find in like old barns and stuff. Hey? This is the road we came up. That goes through. And this is where we are now, right here. It's quite the little map, topographically. Charging stations for the batteries, for the lamps, for the mine. Cooler. Size of this thing. Those are batteries back in the day. Wow. Oh, you know we gotta go down here. Let's go find some ghosts. Look at this guy. Are you a ghost? Pedro? Oh, look at this stuff. No sign of ghosts yet, but musty smelling down here. But the stuff there is on this here is rice. Oh, wow. That's your big bellows for pumping air over your hot coals. This is another type of one too that blows it too. This will, well, it doesn't work, but yeah. These are all bellows. They blow hot air or cool air for blacksmithing. So, oh, look at this. I think there's somebody in here. Oh. Now, is he drinking on the job or did he fall down? Oh, there's another one. Ooh. This must have been like a bunkhouse or something. Doesn't look too comfortable. 1902, 1903. Wow. $18.99. That one right there. Made out of wood. Pretty cool stuff. So yeah, Sandon was like the biggest silver mine in, I believe, North America. I'm gonna stick with that till you guys prove me wrong. Short 50-minute drive out of New Denver, up the hill, is part of the way to Caslo, which is another beautiful old city. I should have took you there, but we're not gonna do it this trip. This is Sandon, so if you're ever in the neighborhood, come on up here. One man operates it. It's a historical society, and they rely on people to come in and donate money to keep this kind of history stuff open for all of us. Okay? Well, very cool. Very... Holy crap, there's a lot of stuff in there. Lovely young lady in there that's taking care of the shop. Who's actually born and raised in New Denver, and is currently now living out of Mischeif, I believe she said. So the story goes, this guy came here, found this like 170-ton rock, big huge rock, lying in the middle of the river. Sold it for $2 grand. That's 1897. They took the rock, broke it down, and the guy made a $20,000 profit. The guy was so mad that he didn't realize the rock came from up the hill and had rolled down and into the river here. And somebody else smart enough to go up the mountain to find where the rock came from. Made a claim and became very rich. And the original guy, well, he became a ferry captain down on the SLOCAN lake. I love history lessons like that. Let's go grab an ice cream cone. Too funny. I decided I needed an ice cream cone, so I stopped at the little cantina there, and this girl goes, "Brent!" I'm like, oh, here comes another one of these people reading my van, pretending they... No, I happen to have met her in Nanaimo at the laundromat. She works here. She saw a few of my videos. Had to get a sticker from her. Valley of the Ghosts, Sandon. And we sat and chatted the whole time about all of us crazy VanLife people. So, great way to end the day. I'm heading back down the mountain. We're gonna call it quits for today. So peace, love, and granola. And let's see where we end up tomorrow. Okay? Bye. Look at this guy. Little baby bear. Oh, he's got some cubs. It's okay, Mom. You got a brown bear. Hi, kids. See them? They're gone, buddy. It's cool, eh? Anyways.